So I'm assuming that everything should just change over. We don't have any issues there. All right. We should be good to go, I think. All right. Let's turn on the music and all right. So, a couple things I feel like I should get kind of squared away. So this is gonna be me beginning the POV for EGP 29. Gonna be an interesting one. We have a potential for up to 10, potentially more racers on the come up. We'll see. So I'll be very curious to see if people are going to. We have like 9 minutes, so we'll see when that ends up coming together. But yeah, we'll see who's online, and then we'll be sure to. I have one of the tablets for note taking off to the side as well, just in case I end up seeing something interesting. All right, 2 tablets, one for quick notes and one for the Epic Pen. Cool. Oh, shit. Wrong one. Just punching away at some buttons for fun while we're waiting. So, real quick, I should take a few minutes here as we wait for everyone to start coming in potentially. Let's talk about the patch that actually came out yesterday, 9.2. It's a pretty big step forward in Emerald Blitz because there are going to be additional saves for website compatibility. So for those of you who haven't been around recently or haven't seen much Emerald Blitz content recently, the built-in website for Emerald Blitz now has an emulator within the website that you can play on, and now there are additional things that can come through. So now you have data tracking by playing on the website. You'll be able to do a lot more things within the single screen. So very massive stuff. I really am excited because going into future situations like EGP Season 2, we'll be able to use a lot of these compatibility. Hopefully, once we create a online spectator mode, we'll be able to do things with Command Center that maybe we don't get to do. Examples I can imagine having things like no longer needing a separate Epic Pen and in the spectator. That way you can like point out certain things. I think that'll be cool. Being able to highlight notes for certain people, and their team competitions, that'll be interesting stuff. And overall, just like it's an insane step forward in putting a lot of things on the map. So very excited about that. Other than that, this will be a couple of bug fixes. Particularly, there's an AI check for Norman and Flannery, both of which prevent switching when they are down when their stats are greatly reduced, which would be nice, particularly Flannery, because they have overheats. It would be annoying normally to be like overheat into switch into overheat, kind of machine gun through it. Same thing with Winona's Tropius for the Leaf Tornado or Leaf Storms. But yeah, interesting stuff. Little tablet fix and a fix to the tile door. Also, just some good quality of life. Weather continues, that way you know how many turns of weather it's been. Ren left scrolling and chop. Very important for sifting through the megastones. But yeah. Let's see here. Let me pop in and see what's up, and then we'll go from there. A little bit of pre-EGP stuff.
That's pretty funny.
It should be sweet. It should be cool. Yeah, man, things are all right. I think they're good overall. I'm LIVIN.
Nice.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Oh, don't tell me we got Kagami for the Rays?
I don't know if I set up for doing the command center so that we could have like a live stream of the EGP with all the.
Oh, word.
Yeah. If we do
Damn,
end up needing
yummy.
extra racers, I wouldn't mind. But I also noticed that we're close to.
I'm a big the more the merrier guy, TBH.
That's true. The only awkward thing is that if it gets too big, then Papa Nathan will split the lobby like the Red Sea, and we'll be in the small lobbies.
Yeah, small lobbies can Sugma and they can Ligma respectfully. But also, I mean, the small lobbies will only benefit me because I'll be with people closer to my elo. But I'm something you'll come to know about me. I was saying awesome when I was going on a quick soapbox about life is I would love to sit down and grind this game and play on the regular and get good, but I just don't have the time or the patience to like really put into it. And I love playing, and so like I feel like I know I'm so much more capable of you know being at the bottom of the ladder here, but I just have not been able to commit to locking the fuck in, which stings my soul because one of my favorite things in life is losing. Like if you and I went to like go pick up basketball at a court near me. And teams are random and it's a 3v3 and my team loses like 11-1. And they'd be like, all right, let's mix up teams. I'd be like, fuck no, dude, run that shit back. And I love making it like 11-4 and 11-9 and then finally winning, be like, I told you, motherfucker. And so I'm here for the comeback story. I'm here for being down. Catch me next season. I'm probably gonna have even less time, but by God, I'm coming for you, kid. Oh, great. Stinky Nathan is here.
Oh. Hey, Nathan.
You know, that's not actually my name.
Oh, yeah?
Is it now?
Damn, dude, the Mississippi Queen opening guitar riff is so legendary.
Alright, I should probably listen.
I was just thinking that.
Alrighty, I haven't read patch notes in a while. I've been pretty disconnected. Unlike normal when I read the patch notes. I actually do read the patch notes, but alright. What do I have to understand about like streaming the game now?
It depends if people. So if you want to just play in the emulator and stream it, you can do that. But a lot of people are playing on the website, which is I'd say even like more straightforward. You just hit like load emulator when the draft finishes, and then you just stream your browser instead of the emulator. But it's up to you. You don't have to.
If I stream my browser, I'm like hopping between tabs.
It's true, which is fine. We'll see your tabs.
But yeah, dude, I'm a cheater, so I'm gonna go and hack everything when I switch tabs.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I am curious about that, but my
commentary?
suspicion is it's really hard to cheat.
Is that commentary on my technical acumen? Because I'll cheat. I'll figure out a way.
I don't know. I kind of haven't looked into it because I don't want to look into it. Like I just don't want to have to deal with.
It's so
like,
funny to
patching.
me because I'm probably the last person on earth who would even think of how to cheat. Like I'm struggling to get the game launched.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. I'm not really sure if there is a way to abuse the emulator in the website, but my intuition is that it must be a lot harder than using your own emulator. Well, it definitely is. That has to be the case, but
Or a lot harder
a lot of
than
people have
just
to be
like playing well.
to be too.
But
I feel like the
So we'll see
speed
if we get
aspect
12 or not.
also fucks that up. It's like how do you cheat faster than regular winning?
Well,
Very carefully.
I mean, I don't know if I should go over all the ways that people cheat, but one of the concerns is that you could theoretically, like, one of the concerns at least in regular Blitz without playing through the website is that it's very trivial to edit the critical hit rate, right? So you could modify enemy critical hit rates against you and bring them down.
Gotcha.
That kind of thing probably could also be done on the website. It just would be a little more involved.
Rest
But that's the kind of
assured.
thing that's like undetectable. There's no way anyone could ever notice it.
Yeah. Rest assured, I get crit all the fucking time.
Especially on overheat.
Bro, I get crit on anything. I'd be like, yo, and then I die. Oh,
Livy,
all right.
are you playing today? Are we going to 11 with you? I guess regardless, I'll get started on making the lobby.
Do we have a special build? Is that a thing?
If you play on the website, then it just automatically patches, so you don't have to download anything anymore.
What? What
Patch,
the?
but if you want to play on your local emulator, then yeah, there's a.
Yeah, I don't need to play shit, boy. Well, actually, do I have to redo the controls though if I want to play on this, John?
It's pretty simple, and it saves to your account now once you do it.
Yeah,
So
Where in here do I do that?
Bottom
I
left.
can.
Home?
There's a little controller icon when you're on the emulator. You click it, it'll hover in the bottom left when you hover your mouse, and you can click on that and rebind everything.
Wait. Sorry. How do I actually?
You don't have to do it yet. We can wait till the draft is over.
But I would love to have it so that I don't have to wait because I love to fucking be ready. So I'm curious. Looking at the website, what am I clicking to pull that screen up?
There's. Here, I'll DM you.
Is
What
the
the fuck,
lobby
dude?
up? Am I
Nathan
missing
just sent
something
me the
wrong?
source code, bro. Nathan just sent me the source code. This is crazy.
Alright.
Drop ROM here or click to browse. Oh, so I drop it and it patches.
yeah.
Yep.
Damn, bro. The future is now. Thanks, Papa.
Okay, I'm going to say that we've waited 2 minutes and that we're going to play with one lobby.
Oh.
So let's make this. EGP, we're on 29, right? Race
Yep.
29?
Yeah, it's 29. It's in the stream title just in case because I forgot myself.
Wow. This is crazy.
What's the draft? Is it gonna be
How do I
one or
mute
two?
my
It's
fucking
one.
game?
It's one.
Yeah.
Yes.
How does a brother mute the game in the website?
Christian, if you hover over it, there's 2 options. One is your controller, and one is the volume.
Dude, I'm literally there it is down there, thank you. I'm so quick draw McGraw with it that I was already in the controller setting, so I couldn't see that.
Christian, you're playing.
Alright,
You're
the
playing
lobby's
all
up,
of us
everyone.
for silly ones. You're cheating right now. You're prompt injecting the fucking.
Dude, I'm literally
As we speak.
I'm literally a
Juan
Josh.
is online.
I'm at Joshua Joseph Snores fucking crib. He's cheating with me.
Joseph.
I'm
Yo,
literally
don't get start the draft
actively-
without me. I'll be gone for just a couple minutes.
Me and Joshua are actively cheating together.
The emulator needs to be the one that's like that you click on physically out of the draft, right?
Yes, you can't just load the emulator link out. It's tied to
Okay.
the draft ID. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, got it.
In fact, that's a good point because that's gonna really confuse Christian. So
Wait, what are you saying? What are you saying, boy?
when we
So
actually
you
start
got-
playing, you're gonna have to close that emulator you have open right now and open a
Yeah.
new one that's tied to this draft. There'll be a button that pops up on your screen. That says
Yeah, it's simply a no doubter. I think X is what I use for the A button. I think.
All right, we got 9 people in. We're waiting on 2 more.
Does the emulator not work? Am I tripping? Do the arrow keys need to be rebound? Is that what's up here?
Oh, I just realized we're missing road. Okay, so we might have just 10.
Oh hell yeah! Everybody's here. It's
Everyone's
time.
here. I think we need Drew and Hari and would you believe it, Christian to ready up
I'm in.
and we're good to go.
Bruh, I literally thought my brother Awesome said don't start until I'm back.
Yeah, but you can ready up. The person
I'm
who's
just a
hosting
community
says-
man. I'm just a community man. Respect me. It's like, what's the point of voice comms if you're gonna freak out?
I'm just curious if we've ever done a draft together, Christian, where you haven't been in the last 2 people to ready up.
Oh yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
That's pretty fair. I don't have much of a defense on that one, and I mean that with the most respect.
All right.
We have Drew in this call. Drew, when you are ready, you can begin.
Yeah, Drew, if you don't ready up, dude, it's gonna be a problem.
He said,
See,
said
I'm
he's-
more
he can't
patient with
join.
Drew because Drew hasn't done this for literally over a year.
Yeah, well, a year ago we didn't have all this fancy shit. We just said ready and started playing.
Oh.
Nathan builds a website and expects me to just know how to use it after using it 20 times. Come on.
All right, it looks like everyone's already up. Now, did Awesome actually say to wait for him? Because I could have sworn Awesome said start without me. Oh, what's up, Johan? Are you playing?
I was just about to ask if you guys have started.
We are like 2 seconds from starting, but we have 10 and we can go to 11. So if you want to hop in, you're right
Yeah,
on
me in.
time. All right.
User,
to 11.
user Shartwagon has claimed Flareon. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Three users are not going to claim an evolution this race.
It'll be an interesting
That's the thing
time.
about the 11.
It's gonna be me.
I'm drafting 5 early game mons.
Dude, this
Come on,
is
past
I'm gonna
EVs.
start.
this is the
Oh.
draft where I'm gonna play like a real
Alright.
Pokemon trainer.
Gonna deafen up on.
What
this
does that
one.
mean?
All right. And we are into the draft. All right, let's take a look. So opening up here with a Chinchou. Very high quality water type off the rip. Already seeing a lot of people going for it. This is gonna be cool because part of the updates is we have auto sort by funds and 2-player height. Shout out to Nathan for getting absolutely jiggy with it on the site. So gonna be this will be fun. So 3,500 Chinchou. This is about accurate with what I imagined. And Hari being the first one, picking it up. Very strong quality Pokemon off the rip. Following it up with Blitzel. Honestly, it's gotten a lot of flack for not being that great. And although it isn't like anything to write home about, I think there are a couple of angles where it can pop off. Having both Lightning Rod and Motor Drive for your Watson mirrors is not bad. It has a few fire type moves in Flame Charge and Overheat that it can learn. You can give it high horsepower as an egg move, which, like I said, I would best describe Blitzel and Zipstrika as mirror, like Watson mirror, like merchants. And then next up we have Snubble, pretty decently valued fairy. I've been seeing a lot of people starting to get a lot of stock in Snubble recently. Particularly, I've been seeing the likes of like Road. I've been seeing, I think, Dusk, I believe, has used it quite a bit back in the day. Hey, I saw a couple of appearances, but we'll have to take a look at how things go. Next up, we have Burmy. Average price is kind of around the 2K, considering that we've had Blitzel and Stubble kind of dragging down the average. Burmy also being a 1900. A lot of Pokemon on here going for some pretty decent bargains here. And we're starting to see quite a few. Actually, very interesting that Magnemite is showing up here. We have two really high quality electric types kind of showing out here as the opener. 3,500 for Livy, so two electric types, 3,500 in the opening 5. Pretty insane work. Seeing some players starting to get active in the scene. Only have 4 of them so far with some Pokemon, but they're all kind of staying within the same like relative money pool. Christian getting the Ekans for a nice 1,700. Very nice value. Having a poison type with Intimidate and the ability to set up Paralysis, Speed Control with Glare could be really good. We have Mr. Minior, where's Boxer when you need him. LeBron, question mark, coming through. Gonna be really strong for the early game, and Livy picking it up. Livy picking up back-to-back, or like 2 pretty top of the line Pokemon when it comes to Emerald Blitz. Magnemite Miniors forming a kind of a good combination where Minior helps anchor your early game, and then Magnemite gets you more in the mid and late games because you have access to the Thunderstone evolution or Magnezone. A lot of Steel types slowly coming up too. Wormadam having the Trash Cloak to turn into a Steel type. We have Magnemite, and now we have Rookidee, eventually going to be a Corviknight. But yeah, really interesting situation because there's a lot of we're gonna be seeing 88 Pokemon, so it's like just under a third, like in terms of the total Pokemon pool, is going to be featured here, and I'm very interested to see like kind of what everyone's got going on here. Clamperl, one of my favorite water Pokemon. The gender does kind of make it feel like you want to lean one way or another, but I think both of them are pretty decent. You do get them for Gym 4. You get the evolution during Gym 4. You do have a Shell Armor Pokemon for the first 3 gyms, which can help soak up some hits. But yeah, Clamperl, Gorbis, Huntail. So like, Gorbis has one of the more unique movesets potentially, because you can have Move Learner of Psychic and Draining Kiss. You can have a Water Stab move in Surf or Water Pulse, and then you can buy an Ice Beam TM. Lots of really interesting stuff. And then Huntail is kind of like a budget version of Totodile, where you don't get the Mega, but you do get kind of the similar qualities of having like Feraligatr, but on a arguably cheaper body, because Totodile is a pretty top tier pick. The Emperor getting the Ball Fetch for cheap, and then Bagon. Okay. I'm wondering if if anyone will kind of make a play for this big on. One of the interesting things is that you won't get an evolution until the 5th gym for Shelgon, and then you don't get Salamence for anything up until the Elite Four. So we're going to be seeing players who pick up these kind of late game scaling picks to help kind of anchor it down with a lot of more early game. That way they don't have to rely on utilizing lower base stat totals or lower or not as efficient Pokemon to go in. And going on here, we now follow up with Litten. I'm noticing kind of this wave of like 2 or 3 of them kind of come through and be kind of the star of the show. Then we get kind of a cooldown of like 3 or 4. It does kind of help balance out the lobby. Right now our average is kind of is a little bit less than 2,400, which is about standard. But yeah, this right now we have Beastly and Freeze kind of playing in for keeping their money a little bit early. We are still in the opening in 16 Pokemon. We're not going to get to the quarter mark until pick 22. But we are seeing a lot of teams start to form up. I'm gonna be prepared to hopefully try and jot some notes as I see things happen. But right now, in terms of it, you can kind of see the 2 main brackets are kind of this group right here with multiple Pokemon, and then the second group here, 1 Pokemon each. Ooh, that is way too big. Hang on, let me shrink that down a bit, maybe. But like, yeah, so like it does make sense though. So this group here with about 2 or 3 Pokemon averaging a little bit more than 3k a piece, it seems like maybe 2k for the group for Johan and Cheats, who do have 3 Pokemon a piece. Everyone else is kind of starting to form discrepancies up the like kind of the other main group. Freeze kind of holding on to prerogative. I'm kind of surprised that Cheat isn't sending it for Sandile. I know that Freeze is quite a strong proponent of ground types, but you know, Beastly also a pretty strong proponent of just like the good stuff, guys. Like Beastly's always got like a really interesting draft where as long as he hasn't like gotten like Gym RNG, you can definitely anticipate a lot of a lot of strong showings. But yeah, right now I'm kind of looking at everyone's picks across the board. So like immediately things that kind of flash to me is that Livy with the Magnemite Minior combination. So like I said, got that dynamic of early game sweeper, got a late game just overall beast in Magnezone. Beastly, that Sandile, Krokorok will have opportunities to pop off all throughout the race, especially during the E4 when it does become the Crocodile. Having Talonflame, very interesting in Pokemon. I do believe it gets Blaze Kick as an egg move now, so it does have a fire move that isn't just Flame Charge, which will be interesting. But past that, it's kind of like everyone's slowly kind of assembling, and I'm trying to see who gets like really interesting dynamics in terms of their team. Here comes Corsola, and personal favorite of mine. I like the pink coral that gets ate by the Pukumuku, or not Pukumuku, Marini and Toxapex. They'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, we're seeing nice 2,700 on the Corsola. Nice little value here, and a follow up with Execute. One of the top of grass. If I listening, Oh man, it's funny. But yeah, see, execute. One of my favorite ones. Harvest, one of the best abilities, because Harvest is one of the few abilities that allows you to visually represent how much the ability patch is worth, because you can, every time you get a berry back, you can kind of consider that as like return on investments. And wow, we see execute going to Christian, nice little 3300 and a 2700 Corsola, making for a very interesting water and grass aspect of the core. I imagine they'll either pick up a fire type, maybe they'll end up leaning towards the double water, double grass. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah. As we approach this 1/4 mark, yeah, you can kind of see here kind of the two main groups here are forming up. We have, you know, kind of the higher or prerogative group with only one Pokemon apiece, and then the second group kind of snatching up a lot of Pokemon. For some of them are pretty up there, but it's like in terms of where everyone's at, there isn't anyone who's like really pushing themselves overextended in terms of the economy, or anyone really holding like a really strong prerogative at the moment. But that could potentially come into play much later. But for now, we have Titan, bit of a favorite. A lot of us are quite fond of Titan. It's just very strong. Once you get that Ice Stone, once you evolve, it has access to like Ice Shard Avalanche, it has access to Earthquake. It has a lot of really strong moves, and the combo of having Big Fat for Flannery and potentially converting to Sheer Force if you do end up needing just that extra oomph in your team's power could be very interesting. But yeah, 25 Pokemon deep. Oh, and Beasley's Riolu, or could it be Livy's Riolu? There's been a bit of a recurring theme that this Riolu is mildly cursed. I don't believe it to actually be the case, but some racers have had really unfortunate situations where their Lucario ends up dying during gym phase and they don't actually end up getting to pop off with it. But Beasley, not one to believe in that curse, going for the 4300 Riolu. That is the highest pick or price, followed second to Beasley's Sandile. So yeah, Beasley picking up a lot of really strong Pokemon. Kind of swinging for the fences here. 3 Pokemon, $9,000. Gonna need to have some really strong picks to round out the team, but I believe in him. And Beasley's one of the top runners. I guess one quick thing. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. That'll be something maybe I'll do if I had better narration concepts, is being able to talk about the racers and their standing in EGP, so that you can kind of get a gauge of like the racers to watch. But in terms of like, without looking at the leaderboard, because I don't really want it to be kind of a numbers thing. A couple of notes here. We do have quite a few people kind of in that middle of the pack, kind of between the 5th through like 15th, kind of in the mix here. I believe that Freeze and Cheat are pretty high up. Beasley's also very high up. But everyone else, you know, there's still a few weeks left. I believe there is 6 more races. If I remember correctly, I might be miscounting. Where, you know, anyone has a chance. All it takes is someone going on a hot streak, or maybe one of the top runners getting kind of an unlucky situation in that, oh hey, it's me, Rally, for things to, for fortune to turn one way or another. But yeah, we're seeing a lot more high quality Pokemon kind of integrating themselves in. I was talking about Riolu, I was talking about Execute, Corsola, but Bounsweet, Clauncher, Qfant, all very formidable Pokemon of their type. Rowlet here, one of the highly touted grass types, having the Hisui and Decidueye to be really strong into like the Sydneys, into the late Normans. Definitely has something going on, and can't wait to see how we have it. Whew. Wow, and Johan with a 3K on the Rowlet. A lot of Pokemon starting to come through higher in value, kind of dragging up that average price. We're currently at about $25.50 for the average price, and we have some very strong quality Pokemon. I see here in the comments Libby saying, can we get some good mods? Obviously we haven't seen the Zenith, we haven't seen the peak Pokemon, the Mudkips, the Ralts, the Rotom, such and such, the Archons, I can't forget about that, the Bulbasaurs as well. Oh, gotta give some respect on KCH's MVP. I really wish, I wonder if KCH will actually come up with an intro for me to call out, but 11 picks from now we'll be on pick 42, and if Bulbasaur pulls up on it, I need someone to clip the pop off, because I know for sure I'm going to pop off if that ends up happening. Don't at me, Bulbasaur on 42. Send it. Put the 42 in the bag type situations. But Freeze getting the 2100. But as we kind of progress through the draft, we are getting to a little bit past the quarter mark, kind of into the 3/8 of the way, a little bit more than a third or deep into the draft. We're still seeing a lot of the dynamics of the pool really shaping itself out here. We're seeing like Sheep Tier are going pretty ham, but they have picked up 6 Pokemon. Like, we're seeing this kind of, I wouldn't even call it lower, but like, a little bit more aggressive group. Starting from realistically Libby down to Beastly, where they're all kind of within that 10K range, but they've picked up 3 to 5 Pokemon apiece. Already picking up quite a few Pokemon for a bargain. They have a little bit more Pokemon, kind of forming a little group of their own with a little more than 12K. And then we kind of see here Zune with Prerogative 18K, Shart 17K. Like, the top of the draft hasn't been like super exerting. Whether that changes or not, I'm very interested to see if they're going to be playing that kind of game of chicken where, you're hoping for these high tier Pokemon to come through, and if they don't come through, will you have to end up being forced to expend some of your prerogative for Pokemon that maybe you don't want to be saddled with? Maybe you'll be in a situation where it's like, you have to play for Pokemon that aren't as high on the tier list, simply because the kings haven't appeared. So, but here we are, Morlul coming through, 2100. It's pretty interesting pick. I know that Awesome is a pretty big Morlul fan. I'm very interested to see if he'll end up making a play for it. But in terms of it, as I was kind of talking through, we kind of noticed here that Beastly with a 33, John with a 4K on the Fennec game. We're seeing a lot of really high quality Pokemon getting snapped up by people who have already been pretty aggressive. Like we're seeing here a new kind of, like I said, the most aggressive group here. We got these three, Cheat, Beastly, John. They're going ham for the picks that they want, and they're getting them for sure. Will they end up a little bit strapped for cash? Maybe that if they need a Pokemon to help anchor it or anchor their team composition, how will that come into play? We'll have to see. But yeah, Vampy, Zune picking up the Morlo for 2,500, kind of helping form up this kind of middle of the pack here with 2 Pokemon apiece. Shartwagon yet to pick up a second, but they do have a good amount of money to be aggressive with it. Beastly looking for a 3rd steal, potentially. I know that if Zam was out here, he would be all over that, because I know he's a CEO of the Steel types, but let's see here. Something I'd like to kind of hone in on is kind of the fact that everyone's kind of playing a little bit above, not like super far above, but like ordinarily you would expect each Pokemon to cost about 2,500, assuming that we're in a vacuum and everyone is playing to get precisely 8 Pokemon. But you know, we're seeing here like Johan, they're only 600 above that curve, but they're still on curve. Like Beastly kind of sacrificing the curve in favor of just quality of the Pokemon rather than the quantity. Here with 4 Pokemon 58, that's an average of almost like 15k divided by 4. That's like almost 3.5k per Pokemon. Like cheap 6 Pokemon, they're plus 1,800. Livy kind of in that like a deficit. Here's the Watch Roll. I wonder if Austin will make a play for this. Well, I kind of noticed that as we're playing through that there are a lot of them, and here is one of the big boys of the draft, Litwick, Chandelure, one of the top tiers, probably the best ghost and fire type, like respectively. I can't imagine there being, I mean, Rotom technically being a ghost type, I suppose, makes it better in the ghost front, but, you know, we'll give Litwick the crown of best fire type for sure. Gonna be an interesting little contest here, seeing a 4,200 for it from Shart. User Shart Wagon coming through, but Freeze firing back with a good test. Definitely a bit of a heavyweight matchup here, and whoever ends up winning it will be in a pretty interesting spot. So Shart with 3 Pokemon, having spent almost 3k a piece for each one. We'll have to see how Shart chooses to round out the draft. Here comes Meditite. I believe that so Zenith, I know, is a pretty strong Medicham enjoyer, but I'm very interested to see who else ends up getting on this high jump kick Meditite Medicham dynamic. Who believes hard enough to not miss, basically. But in terms of kind of what we're looking for here, oh, we have one more pick. All right. If I call this, I need someone to clip this for KCH. But if the signals are true, Bulbasaur on 42 for 4,200, right? Let's see it. But Sandshrew, another bit of an underrated pick. I actually think that Alolan Sandshrew does have a really cool niche, where it can do a lot of things, going for particularly the Normans and the Roxanne matchup. And I mean, Winona is a fairly obvious one, with the Ice type being very super effective and having the Steel type resistance. So like, A lot of really interesting stuff. But let's see, 2,500 for Awesome. He's staying pretty on curve with it. Love to see it. Okay, not quite. It's Voltorb. We got half of the equation. We got the grass aspect. That was a little on the nose, but oh, Livy picking it up for 16. Oh, not quite. Whew. 1,800 for Livy. This will actually help Livy kind of stay or recover a little bit, because as Vendel still have a good amount of money remaining for the back half of the draft as we kind of approach Pokemon 44. There's Turtwig. Okay, well, I guess KCH is starting from 42. The grass signal, I guess. Very interesting stuff. But you know, everyone is starting to pick up their grass types. Right now, as the way I see it, I think only half of the lobby has like a pretty firm grass type that they're ready to go. But all right. Ooh, Shard picking up Turtwig for 3,400 could be very interesting. So right now, with the way that's looking, so Shard is going to have to start every Pokemon at 2,400 for the all-in. And right now, I'm seeing their team. They do have quite a few types that they would really like, particularly a water type. Past that, I'm sure they have some other preferences. I'm interested to see what Shard will make a play for, but knowing that every Pokemon that is like of value will very likely open at 2,400 for Shard. I don't really know if they'll end up getting an 8th Pokemon. They may have to all in and play for 7 unless someone else ends up making a move and forcing the starting line to shift. But yeah, halfway through the draft now, kind of seeing here a couple of racers still yet to fill out, keeping things pretty open-ended. You know, halfway through the draft, this group right here is kind of on point. Unfortunate with the shift right there, but rounding out, we have this group who've been quite aggressive and have picked up quite a few solid Pokemon. Shard being especially aggressive. Ooh, I think I saw the 2,400 flash into the everyone clicking the plus 100s, sending it. But yeah, all right. Arod? Ooh, this could be a very good pick for or some players who need some resistances. I do think that this will end up going to someone in the top half. Cheap could get it. This does round out a resistance for Norman and Winona that they currently don't have like a explicit answer into. So yeah, okay. Very down to see if that ends up happening. Drew's going for the contest though. This would be very good so that way Drew can kind of establish a bit of a core here. We're using run and wow, that is Ralt's coming down, huh? Okay. Our average has increased quite a bit again. We're up to 2,600 actually, as I kind of look over and see this kind of string of Pokemon going for well above of 2,500. But Freeze looking like they'll pick it up. Oh, but Zune on the clapback. Ralt's completely a Pokemon that anyone who's ready to send it for. It does have a little bit of liability because you do have to kind of wait until you get it to the Gardevoir or the Gallade. So you essentially have a Pokemon that's kind of sitting off to the side for 4 gyms. But let's see. 4,400 for freeze? Okay. Nice. And following up, I don't imagine this average getting any lower. We're seeing Choodle come down, another pretty high value water type. A lot of people enjoy the shell armor aspect of it. Strong Jaw, not bad, but we don't talk about the the impending jaw lock that could come and be self-inflicted. Alright. 2,800. Drew choosing to use their prerogative, picking up a pretty good quality water type Pokemon. Beastly also in pretty big need of a water type. So if they end up getting it here, that's pretty good for them as well. 2,900 for Beastly. Nice. Okay. Beastly is almost for sure gonna try and round out here. I'm seeing either like a fire type or maybe like a let's see, I'm trying to think of what a types Beastly would need. Like maybe a grass would be good. Electric is like okay. Kind of depends on what they end up making a move for. And up comes Trubbish on Pokemon 50. I'm kind of interested to see if Christian will make a play. They do have Ekans already, but Christian, longtime stand of the T-Man, as he's been called. And, Trubbish has been a pretty formidable addition to Emerald Blitz. A lot of players have been jumping on the Trubbish. What is this draft? We had like 2 Pokemon lull with Diglett Trubbish, and all of a sudden Honedge comes off the top row. What a Pokemon to see coming down. Johan looking like they might pick it up for 4K? No shot. Wow. And Johan picking that up, rounding out the comp with some very strong Pokemon. They have a Fire, Water, Grass core with Fennekin, Rowlet, and Wailmer. They do have some good type diversity. They have Fairy, they have Ice, they have Electric, they have Steel and Ghost now. So Johan also kind of alleviating Shartwagon of the starting bid. Now every Pokemon will start as low as 1,600 that Johan finds to be worth. It could be something that maybe helps Shart in the end game, but we'll have to see. Ooh, man. And I'm kind of curious to see what other high tier Pokemon end up coming down the line here. But before that, we have Shroodle. This is like, if Libby doesn't end up picking it up, I'll be quite surprised. Libby has appointed Shroodle as their child, or as their son. So, if it's not Libby, I'd be very surprised. Just at the same time, the state of prerogative right now does show that it would be really unlucky. And Binacle on 55 as we approach just the 5/8 portion. We're seeing a lot of really cheap IPA bids come out. If Shark gets this for 13, that'd be quite funny. We haven't really seen that many heroes stepping up to the plate for Binacle. I believe that Jeans is someone who's been a proponent of the Binacle, but there hasn't been really one who's been on that stand for them. See Shartwagon go for the Oshawott, or attempting to. Livy stepping back with a 2,500. Hisuian Samurott has seen quite a surge in pick rate. I believe that not very many people will end up playing for Unova. Even though there is the shell armor angle, I just think that Ceaseless Edge and just having the dark type diversity is just too good to pass up for the Hisui variation. And Freeze looking like they'll pick it up. 3,400. Okay, they are staying in a pretty good position. They are 5 Pokemon, 7,200, kind of on the curve. 67, 6-7 for Mr. Christian. Everyone, put your 6-7s if you end up saying something about it. But let's see. Moving on here, I'm trying to see here how so a couple of things I've been noticing in this draft. We've been seeing a good diversity in types. We haven't really seen that much of a drought in particular typings, which is really good. This means that we are getting a good representation of, kind of every type going across the board. I suppose that the type that we would assume we'd want more representation in, potentially fairy, potentially fighting, but such is life. Drew picking up a Bonsly for 12, Amora for Freeze in 17, Freeze hitting the ice types. Bro, he does not have prerogative. We have 28 Pokemon. Oh, what the heck? Someone making a call out there. Unfortunately, I'm muted in the Discord stream, so can't really do much about that. But Rogula Spidop coming here for 1K? Really? Very interesting stuff. But I guess once we get to 66, that'll be like kind of us approaching the final 20 of the draft, kind of the back end last quarter. Everyone is definitely starting to kind of solidify their cores for what they want in their on their team. Right now, Drew and Zune being the two holding kind of the top of the line. Drew with 12K, Zune with 10K, but the difference between having 3 and 4 Pokemon is kind of really the only differential. Everyone else kind of starting to contest in the trenches of the middle of the line here. You can see here we have like Awesome at 8K, Ari at 771, 6-7 for Christian, 5K, 4K, like 39, 29. Like everyone is really close to is like kind of closer to each other than you would expect. There's like 800, 500, 1K. Like there's not that much of a difference, and as a result, the contest in the back half of the draft is going to be really interesting. Kind of interested to see how it ends up. And Freeze potentially picking up this Wingull for 2,600. Ooh, wow. Very interesting stuff. So Freeze picking up 8 Pokemon now. Oh, 1,300 left. They can all in for a random Pokemon. Seeing this Archon coming out, I'm very surprised that Archon is going for only like this 3K. Ooh, sorry about that. But yep, here we go. Now we're starting to see this price escalate a little bit more to what people are anticipating. A little bit sad that Jeep from the top rope with a 3-9. Kind of funny soon. Potentially going for the 4K. But Drew not giving up on it. Potentially looking to yoink up this Archon. Using the 2,500 in prerogative to potentially try and anchor it out. Unless they choose to drop it here. 4,200 for Archon. I believe that we're still shorter. Yeah, Ralt's 4,400 still being the peak. But we have Gibble coming down immediately after. So, like, we are just seeing Pokemon after Pokemon, really high tiers starting to make their way in. We haven't seen every single one quite yet. I'd say right now, Mudkip, Rotom, Zigzagoon, but you know, we're making our way through the list. Chief going for a 3,500. They may just have to they may be just rounding out their draft with this. But Drew has quite a bit of prerogative, but they do have a 2 Pokemon difference in terms of how many Pokemon they do end up wanting to acquire in order to kind of match pace with the rest of the lobby. I'm very interested to see if, wow, Chief choosing to basically close out the draft with Gibble. So, 8 Pokemon for Chief. Very interesting dynamic here. Or for Chief. As we kind of let the drafts slowly sift through. A couple of observations I'm seeing here with Chief's team. We do have a few Pokemon with some good early game prowess. We do have the Purloin that'll evolve in Gym 3. We will have a Lairon ready to go for thanks to the Guru. We will have Gabite, which will be somewhat of a decent power spike. We'll have Boltund for Gym 3, I believe. I can back check that real quick while we're kind of in the actually no 25. It'll be Gym 4. Ooh, unless we do the milk drink for Skiddo. Well, that could be a lineup, huh? Chief has quite a few Pokemon that once they get online could be an absolute menace, but we'll have to see how they play out this early game, because it is going to be a little bit scary knowing that we don't have things like Dragon Rage, things like that to help anchor the early game. But for now, another water Scraggy picked up by Awesome for 2,900. Another kind of interesting addition. Another water Pokemon. Shark tried to all in for the 2,400, but Hari ends up slicing it up. Drew potentially using the prerogative to pick up this Horsey. Could be very interesting. Okay. And here's Pokemon 6-7 coming it down. Freeze with the 1,300 Algem potential. But Mountain Drew clicking the +1, hitting it. But Drew being able to hold prerogative here. Back-to-back Pokemon picked up. Still in the lead. 5 Pokemon, 8,400. Kind of ahead of the curve. Everyone is kind of getting into interesting end-game situations. The way I see it right now, I think Cheats currently is completely zeroed out. I don't imagine there being a situation where they'll be able to make a play because everyone else will be just far ahead. I think Freeze could snipe something, maybe like a Smeargle or a Shuppet, maybe something on the lower end. Johan could pick up something in that same dynamic. But we'll have to see. Shark picking up this Tyrant, potentially foregoing the water type entirely. Interesting. Okay, Shark choosing to zero out right there. I do think that Shark has a very good team. One of the things that I will say might have been a little bit risky is the fact that we don't have a water type, so our kind of immediate go-tos are going to be using the combination of like Tyrant and Litwick to help anchor out the Flannery fights. We do have a lot of good pacing, so we have Mawile, who's really strong early. We'll have a Groddle who can help hold it down for a bit during the mid-gyms. And then we do have a Guru for Litwick into Lampent. But one of the big things that is going to be a little bit awkward is that Shark's going to have to get past Gym 4 to really get online. That's when you get the Tyrantrums. That's when you get the Electrodes, the Medicham, the Chandelure. So it's going to be interesting. I wonder if Shark will end up utilizing the Rentalmon to end up getting that little nudge forward, or if they end up using the Mega Mawile, because you do have access to that off the start of the game. Very interested to see how this end game or Sharp plays the early game. Whew. But, 16 Pokemon left in the draft. We do have 10 players still in the mix. Potentially only 9, because I am going to make the assumption Sheep will get contested every time. So with 9 Pokemon left and with 16 Pokemon left for 9 racers, 2 people will end up with 2, without 2 Pokemon. There we go. But we'll have to see how everyone chooses to play out this end game. Awesome, looking to pick up this Sizzlipede. Completes their Firewater Grass Core with Clan Pearl and Bounce Sweet. Could be very interesting. Deerling coming down, 1300 for Freeze on the full send. But Hari choosing to go for it instead. Oh, they also have a very interesting core. They do have Cacnea already, but having 2 grass types could prove to be very fruitful. Freeze just continuing to slam this 13, kind of pressuring everyone to contest for one of these final Pokemon. Christian choosing to plus 100 on the Stuffle. Very nice bargain here. I really like that one. I think that it's especially interesting because the more Pokemon you kind of end up getting for cheap, the more Pokemon kind of end up being refiltered back. Zune looking for the 2800 or 2700 on this Trapinch. Our average kind of re-stabilizing back at around that 2500 range as we approach the end game here. I'm kind of interested to see how everyone chooses to utilize their Pokemon. I see Christian here going for the 3200 Hippopotas, going for the full send. We do have a lot of interesting lineups there. We see Freeze with a 1300 on the Litleo. Pretty interesting thing as well. I'm kind of gonna begin scribbling some notes here. I'm gonna be a little bit idle from the draft itself, since I imagine that everyone's gonna play pretty 1700 for plus 1. Whoa, that is an insane deal there. Very interesting stuff for Awesome. 1600 for the Slowpoke. Mountain Drew, the namesake? Question mark? Oh no, Drew didn't get it. Unfortunate. Oh, but okay, hang on. Let me type or write some notes here real quick for kind of some of the observations. So Freeze, lots of Pokemon who are in the Oracle Spike. High Oracle, low. Well, not really low agency, but it's like kind of the big crutches for Freeze is going to be utilizing the Spidops, utilizing the Pelipper, Power Spikes. Because past that, we don't really have like that many Pokemon who are going to capitalize on the early game. Whew. Okay. Hari kind of. Let's see here. Hari does have a pretty stable team. I think one of the cool things about Hari is that they have probably one of the most wide assortments in terms of like timings, because they have Nickit, they'll have, and then right after Evil, right after that they'll get like the Diglett and I believe the Deerling Power Spike. Lots of lot of good diversity in terms of that. For Christian, we do see a similar kind of scaling. We have the Corsola, we do have Chingling, and Wishy-Washy, who will both come online during Gym 2. Or after Gym 2, same thing with the Ekans, it's the Arbok evolution. A lot of Pokemon for Christian that, if you just get past the second gym, you get a lot of really good pieces online. That'll be really cool. Awesome with a nice Firewater Grass Court. Interestingly, all three of them will be online by Gym 4. And then we have like the Kilowattrel, the Alolan Sandshrew. Like, a lot of Pokemon on Awesome's team does come online pretty early, so I'm very interested in to see if like, it'll be once he clears Gym 4, he's like pretty much fully online in terms of the Power Spike. For Sharpwagon, we do have a lot of really interesting Pokemon that if you get them over the early game, they will prove to be really formidable in the late game. John has a very similar dynamic. They have the Slowpoke, the Honedge, and then, you know, their Firewire, Grass Court. Like, pretty much the only Pokemon that John will have that evolve before the big Gym 4 Power Spike will be that Stubble into Granbull and the Blitzel into Zebstrika. Not sure how that'll play out, but very interested to see if something gets in there. Cheat's definitely kind of out of the race, proverbially, unless someone ends up top roping it. Cheat has a pretty similar situation. They do have kind of this like weird trough where they do have a lot of evolutions after Gym 3 that'll help kind of anchor that mid game. But those first two gyms will be a little bit interesting to see how they play out. And then I'm assuming here that Zoom will oh, the tease. I do think that Livy does want Shrimish more than Zune. Okay, yeah. And now it's up to Beastly. Beastly has to take this, yeah. But Beastly ends up not picking up a water type or a grass type. They do end up with 2 water rocks, a couple of grounds. Very interesting stuff. And yeah, Zune's just gonna have to yoink it up. Up with the Zora as the final pick. Okay. But yeah, so a couple of interesting things that let me check what I kind of wanted to make note of. So Zune, they do have the Archon, they do have a couple of these like late game scalers. They do have Araquanid, which is pretty good for shoring up that Gym 3, Gym 4 Power Spike. Also Morlul and Wormadam for that same situation. So very interested to see how Zune pilots this. And Livy, a lot of comfort picks. This Magnemite, Minior, Shroomish, they're all very familiar. Orbeetle is a very staple Livy Pokemon. And yeah, Quiver Dance on Masquerain also. Actually, a lot of players here got a lot of really good drafts. I do believe that at the quality of the draft is actually pretty high. Pardon me as I proceed to set up the stream up. Hang on a second. Just gonna do this real quick. Let's see here. Okay. Let me turn on this. Oh, turn on the filter. I believe we have to shave this. Like that. Or we can do without the top, I believe. Turn this back on. Alright. There we go. Hopefully this will not lag as bad. I'm like definitely kind of tilted that the first time it did kind of. It's not like super bad lag, but it's like, you know, during some of the big fights, there was some lag that I was like, man, if only I could watch the progression of this and not be completely chop our suey on it. Let's see here. Two, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, we're missing a few more POVs. There should be 3 more coming down here. Alright. Okay. Just kinda waiting around here, making sure that everyone gets onto the emulator. But alright. Unfortunately, we won't be able to signify things. I do kind of wonder if that'll be a thing that Discord overlays could be integrated with, but we'll have to see. But as soon as they all load up their POVs, we're gonna have 11, which I believe shifts 1 over. There should be enough space in this lower right hand where I'm not blocking the rest of the POVs or like the bottom POV too much, but we'll see. Because most people will be playing on the website, it does give me a little bit of extra wiggle room to, you know, kind of finagle where Kagari ends up standing. But okay. And as we watch as everyone starts picking up their Pokemon, we're going to be seeing some of the features of the website coming through, particularly the save stating. That'll be a fun time. But alright. Whew. Alright, where's everyone else at? Also, I have to keep in mind that because everyone was gonna be in there, that's it. Oh man, that's funny. Alright, I think we're just waiting on 2 more POVs because Frieza and Drew still haven't popped in. I'm assuming that's because they're going to be using the MGBA instead. It's all good. You know, such as life. Oh, I see myself down here. Oh, is that Libby's? Yeah, that's Libby's. Libby, does can you how does the quality of the Discord capture look real quick, since I know that you kind of popped into that for a second. I just want to make sure that, you know, there's not like anything popping out or any sort of like pixelation or anything kind of going on in the capture. I tried to filter out as much of everything else so that it's only these captures, but just gotta have to ask. Looks fine to me. All right, sounds good. Hopefully we don't get any spaghetti on the take, but yeah, all right. All right, yeah, I think I have enough time to turn on the fan and get some water or get another drink. Okay. But right now, I'm just taking a look at state of affairs while we're kind of waiting. Looks like the habits are still going to be a little bit of time to adjust. All right, let's see. Just waiting for, okay, that's freeze. Okay, there we go. And then once we get Mountain True, everything should be good to go. Oops. All right. I didn't get an opportunity to see every single champ selection. It looks like we do have quite a few diversities, so I'm going to assume that the players who have more comfort on the Steven fight, I imagine that'll be like Beastly. I imagine that'll be like Freeze potentially. Is it Freeze? I forget who has like a lot of the ground coverage aside from Beastly, but we'll have to see. True Stotler, that is true. Okay. One save just to get everyone's teams populated. Pretty nice. It also helps that you don't have to go through the summary screen, since all Pokemon will be tracked at the bottom part of the screens. I'm not sure who we're. I think the only thing we're waiting on is just see how things are for Drew. I know that they are currently suffering from scuffed weather, such as life. Just see how it goes. I saw the words big basketball trade. I may or may not have to get some intel on that later. Well, let's see. Oh. Let's see here. So, real quick, this is awesome. And then Beastly, Cheap, Christian on the top row right now. Row 2 will be Freeze, Hari, Johan, and Livy. And then currently at the bottom we have Swag and Zune. I imagine that when Drew comes in, they will be right here, I think. We'll have to see. But, alright. Whew. Looks like some of the resolutions are. Oh no. Public Christians, Oopsies. Oh. Is you're not. Uh-oh. What happened to Drew? I don't see his stream. That's unfortunate. Let's see here if there was any recon that I missed. Alright. Well, for now, as everyone kind of approaches through their early game pathing, just classic running straight to the shop, buying the berries, see how it goes. Getting ready to see here what everyone's first gyms are gonna be. We have Winona for Awesome. We have Juan Wallace for Freeze. Norman, Juan Wallace, Roxanne, Norman, Winona, Juan Wallace. A lot of Winona, a lot of Juan Wallace, a couple of Normans. See a Flannery and a Watson, it looks like. But, alright. Right now, first one into the battle is Zune. Choosing to send it in. They have the Trap Inch opener. And then I'm assuming this will be just a switch up into like either Dupiter or Morlul. I think Morlul would probably be a little bit better. Seeing everyone kind of starting up, we see Awesome rocking the mine in on the opener. We got Christian with the Corsola to lead on the Winona fight. Baby Doll Eyes and Shroomish to fight Dondozo Tatsugiri. Eevee Deerling for Hari. And looking at Swag right now, currently cooking up a storm here with the Tyrant on the lead. Probably switching over to something that'll take the magnitude for now. Oh. Eevee just raw died to Waterfall at 0. Wow, Livy getting unlucky there. I'm guessing that's what minus defense and donut or something probably completely wrecked it, even with the baby doll eyes lead. Oh man, that is unfortunate work for Livy. But, you know, we see her watch roll coming through for the 1v1 on the Tropius, getting the pluck to steal the berry. Most fights are kind of progressing in one at a time right now. Oh, but for the most part, it looks like aside from that awkward mishap, most of them are looking pretty good. Beastly is currently paused in, it looks like, or no, that was looking like latency for whatever reason. And I see Johan here finishing up Roxanne first. They're the first one out of the gym. Nice. Oh, Beastly got disconnected. Oh no. I guess that's why. A little awkward. Alright, but Beastly, they ended up finishing during that little interlude. Little awkward. It's all good. We see here Cheeks finishing up Norman. We see Awesome finishing up Winona. Everyone's starting to finish up. Right now, it's looking like the first one doing major map movement is Beastly, with Johan slightly behind, and by about one boat ride length. Everyone's getting on the boat, but yeah, things are slowly cleaning up there in terms of gym phase, seeing most of them being not too big of an issue. Freeze having a bit of an interesting ride here with a Oshawa and Noibat trying to fight up, but we'll see here how it ends up. Let's see. I'm seeing it looks like Zune is right into Dewford, or entered through Dewford, so they're currently leveling up Pokemon. I don't know if they ended up entering the gym and I just didn't see the flash up, but we see Beasley flying back to Dewford, getting ready to just run it right into the fight. It's gonna be Viola 2 for Beasley. They should have a pretty good box for this fight. I have some pretty good confidence that Zune with a Norman 2, it looks like. Okay, that'll be a little bit scary. I see Cheap going for an egg move. I did not see what Pokemon that was. And then we have Johan with a Tate and Liza 2. Alright, Whalmer and Eevee. Following through here, we have... Oh, it's Zune soft locked? Oh no. That is not good. Oh, what the heck? Oh, we found a soft lock here. That is quite crazy. I'm seeing Awesome on a Roxanne 2. I'm seeing pretty much everyone now completely done with their gym ones. I see Brawly 2 for Hari. Very interested to see what the situation is. Oh, that's interesting. See, okay, well they have advanced now, but right now it's looking like Johan is having no run through on this double bite combination on Soul Rock, having taken down Lunatone. All right, and it's looking like they'll be the first one out of Gym 2. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened, but Zune, has been captured. Whatever the heck happened on your stream, we can see it from the spectating view. Huh. Wonder what happened there. Either case, looking like Johan finishing up that Gym 2. Nice. And now we're on to that'll be the first one with the second bed. They went for the straight Duford and not going for any of the additional map movement, which is, you know, kind of a dynamic. They'll be just making their way through Slateport, possibly going for the rental. I believe they did have some Gurumons. I don't remember off the top of my head, and I don't did not remember to put the notes onto the LCD tablet. It's all good. I see Archon at deep into defeatist range. That is not what you want to see. So Zune getting a little bit of a concern here onto the Norman. This is gonna be really scary work. Oh gosh, 28 damage. We are technically dead in 2 on that Vigor up. But looking at Christian here, looking like they're on Norman 2 themselves. Looking like everyone is getting through there. Is all in the gym itself. Seeing both Beastly and Hari finishing up their Gym 2s relatively close, within seconds of each other. That is a Flannery 3, it looks like, for John. But we'll have to see what ends up happening. Looks like Christian is gonna have a fun time with this Flannery 2, if I saw that correctly. I'm seeing Gibble getting in the mix for cheat on Brawly 2. Okay. Awesome finishing up a Roxanne 2. Yeah, Zune unfortunately losing 2 Pokemon to assorted shenanigans. I'm not entirely sure what happened there on the emulator, but it seems to have been enough to really be unfortunate. Was that Sleep Powder? Oh no, Vital Spirit. Oh no. That is really unfortunate for Zune. But let's see here. Hari going in. Let's see him Watson 3. But alright. I'm not entirely sure what the cause of all that ended up being, but we'll have to see. Got Magnemite finishing up this Talo, it looks like, on Winona 2 for Livy. We have... Oh, this is Norman 2. Right. That's what I noted. Whoops. But Johan, going through, fighting up this... They're currently the first one in the Gym 3 fight. Actually, no, I kind of... Well, they're... Them and Beastly are both in Flannery 3. Wait, double Flannery 3? Interesting. But, okay. Well, Dreadnought popping off here. We have Whalmer also take it. Ooh, do you take this? Oh, this could be a little close. I know that you're minus, but ooh, that was a close one. Holy! All right, Do you go with the Whirlpool chip? Oh, not quite. But you do get the extra damage down, plus another Whirlpool turn. But you're gonna have to switch out, I believe. Unless you believe you can one-shot from this range. We do have breaks in. We do have a few other Pokemon who can... Especially now that we've taken the overheats. I assume we took 2. So we should be good there. But yeah, Beastly making massive strides right now. Looking to build up a bit of a lead. Seeing Awesome on Brawly 3. Seeing Norman 3 for Freeze. This Execute getting ready to get crazy with it. But yeah, unfortunately, Zune is dead to Norman 2. Thanks to some unlucky shenanigans, I imagine. But we move forwards. GG's to Zune. But okay. Beastly finishing up their Gym 3, now running over to Lava Rage for their 4th fight. This will be them getting on pace to potentially be the first one onto EV Claim. We see you right now. Oh, everything got shifted a little bit. So it'll be Awesome, Beastly Cheap, Christian, Freeze, Hari, Johan, Libby, Swag, like Mr. Shark Wagon. Everyone looking like they're in pretty good spots right now. Looks like Swag making a trip to the daycare. Gonna be interested to see what they end up dropping off. Libby getting ready to set up Minior, it looks like. Ooh. Man, Freeze and Zamora taking those Trailblazers pretty well. Oh, so this should be pretty good. Aurora Beam being able to fish out attack drops is also pretty devious work. And a beat up for the Execute is pretty good, because this means that this Mega Drain will heal it. I imagine that Christian also set the Leech Seed up. Nice. That should be a frag, and then from there, let's see here. 2 more left. It's probably just 50-50 between Zora and... Oh, it's for reals. Okay. Ooh, a little closer than I would have liked there. But we do get the Leech Seed down. So good. Seeing Cheats finishing up their Brawly 2, I believe. Getting ready to fly around. Seeing Beastly on Tate and Liza 4. Dreadnought plus Crocorock. That's pretty much a one-shot onto Baltoy and Natsu, I imagine. Got Johan finishing up their Flannery 3. Now they're on to Lava Ridge. And now Beastly's got to face both the sun and the moon. Let's see it. Just watching Libby, huh? Something happened there? Or... But, you know, good old-fashioned defense curl rollout, Minior sweep, call up Boxer with the LeBron James Fetty 679. Oh. 4, 6, and 8 for Libby, so that means that we do have... If it's really Brawly 4, that'll be a little funny. Libby getting the all-even start. But yeah, Beastly finishing up Gym 4. By the time Libby is entering Gym 4, it'll be the first one to the EV claim. Wow. Okay. Ooh, that facade burn. Oh no, Freeze got a little bit unlucky there. Oof. Livy getting ready to fight up this Brawly. Freeze thankfully finishing up, only suffering that really unlucky kill on the Litleo because the Fire Fang burn actually allowed Facade to get the bonus damage is crazy. Oh man, that was something awesome finishing up their gym. I believe that is their gym 3. Yep. Yeah, Beastly starting to slowly accrue a lead here. I did not see what they got. They got Sylveon as their evolution of choice. Big Elephant, yep. We saw that Donphan was evolved there for Livy. Alright. Breloom coming through. Leech Seeds. Avoiding the attack? Kind of crazy movement. Okay. Basically getting ready to do some move relearner stuff, just to probably pick up, like, Training Kiss and some other stuff. Big opportunity for Hari to become the second, potentially, but we do have Johan and Livy both doing the Gym 4 fights. Livy choosing to do the delay of Masquerade, potentially to do the good old-fashioned baton pass. Yeah, it's gonna be a close race for the second evolution claim, it looks like. We have Snarls for Thievul, getting ready to pay massive dividends for Hari. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good, and Lunatone's gonna be able to kind of a non-factor. Icy Wind, Speed Control doesn't really affect it too much. The Rock Slide from Solrock actually does. Actually, yeah, that could be a combination that gets a little bit dicey, but I think it's fine. It should be able to just keep it going. Substrika Spark. Ooh. That's good rolls for John. Getting the cleanup on the Farfetch. One Pokemon left. It's Metatite. So it's looking like Johan might be able to pull up ahead of the pack, get the second evolution. Doublade. Okay, yeah, no, I think this is wraps. Confusion. This is breakfast. We just hit the aerial ace. It's so good here. But Christian rocking with a Chimecho on this Brawly 3 situation, looking pretty powerful in its own right. Force Palm will hurt quite a bit, as long as we don't get stunned or paralyzed. We should be good. But yeah, Johan being second one to the Eevee claim, followed very closely by Hari. So technically, yeah. Johan will get first dibs. I see the Umbreon. And it looks like Hari will go for the Vaporeon angle. The paralysis on Freeze's Pelipper is a little bit awkward because I imagine they were gonna utilize Pelipper to help clean up. From here, we're seeing Swag getting a little bit unlucky on this Titan Lies of 3. I was kind of like not sure how it was gonna go, but seeing some dire straits in that spot. Livy is unfortunately losing some time, it sounds like, due to crits and misses. Ooh. Oh my, and Freeze is also kind of getting statused up a little bit here. Jeez. Oh, Galarian Slowking for Johan. Interesting choice there. I'm gonna be curious to see how that plays out. But looks like Awesome will be finishing up their Norman 4. She finishing up their Gym 3. See how Beastly fares into One and Wallace 5. First one to run it into that gym. Having done all that prep work, let's see what tech. Ooh, wide guard. What the? That not quite, unfortunately. Wide guard only stops spread moves, so that's not quite the end all, but you know, such is life. Actually, I guess because of the oh, that is important tech there. I have to keep that in mind. And a GG's to Swag, unfortunately. Wipe into Tate and Liza 3. Very rough stuff. That fight is pretty demon. Oof. Was leading for TNL 2. Oh no. That is really awkward. But looks like Livy is going to be able to finish up here. That's the last one. Okay. They are Livy being the 5th one to finishing up their or claiming their EV, it looks like. But oh wait, no, Livy doesn't have an EV. Right. Oof. Yeah, that was definitely a little bit unfortunate. Looking like Awesome just running it right into the into Flannery 4 or Flannery 5. My fault on that one. What do we got here? We got Senna Scorch potentially coming. Wait, did we not evolve Eevee? Question mark? Am I missing something? Anyways, Hari also on Winona 5. So 2 people into their Winona 5 into their 5th gyms. Everyone's kind of cresting over to that halfway point. Christian looking like he's gonna learn Confusion here for the eggs, getting ready to do the Gym 4. So Cheat is on Viola 4 right now. Using Bolton to lead on the Masquerade. Okay. Awesome having Espeon. Okay. So Sylveon, Umbreon, Vaporeon, Espeon are the 4 EVs claimed. So Cheap Christian and Freeze will all have their pick of the litter in terms of which ones they want to utilize. Freeze being the first one of those to end up picking something up. Caracosta going down? Oh no, that is some unfortunate situation there. Oh god. Magnezone coming online for Livy. Freeze did return the Stone Journer. Let's see here. What evolution will Freeze claim? Looking like Jolteon? Okay. Wow. Hari pulling ahead. I thought Beastly was like in an okay spot for this fight, but I suppose that the One Wallace 5 was not a matchup that Beastly was really keyed into to itemize or for the matchup. Yeah, using Krokorok, yeah, I guess they just didn't have enough juice in the tank to pick up the rental mod, maybe? Like, utilizing a lot of TMs or something? I'm not sure. Either way, Hari on their way to Four Tree City, picking up some citrus berries. Oh, Cheats is fighting with Lyron on the Volby. That's gonna be a really nice matchup for them. And Christian getting a bar poach Dondoso situation here, meaning that Tatsugiri is still in the back, potentially ready to just get in the mix, but let's see. A lot of evolutions online for freeze. I believe they're going for delayed, unless they. Actually, no. They might just go. Might go guard 4 here. I can see that for the team. I don't believe they have a fighting type though, so that's the only reason why I wasn't sure. Barbarical being burnt. That's a rough one for Awesome on the Flannery 5. Is Beastly potentially dead to this Juan Wallace 5? Hari seeing Norman 6. Libby fighting Watson 5. Johan is facing. Is this like Winona? No, it's Watson. Okay. 2 Watson 5s. Looking pretty good right now for everyone. I don't see anyone in too dire of a... Yeah, and unfortunately Beastly wipes 2, 1 and Wallace 5. Very unfortunate fight. I guess it was just down to the way the matchup with what was left in the box played out. It is what it is. 07's to Beastly. That is the 3rd wipe, I believe. I don't know where... I'm just not sure where Mountain Drew ended up. If they're streaming themselves, that'd be pretty hype, because then I could probably hone in and check that out. But in either case, watching Livy playing Breloom Doom right now. Ooh, 4 times and a poison heal. Okay. Johan playing the Titan Earthquake strat into the Watson 5. Also a really fun one. Just min-maxing so much of that HP. Eating that for breakfast. Awesome. Rocking the Corvus on the lead. Kind of funny. Clamp and water gun still. I guess we didn't go back to the move. Yeah, we definitely didn't go back to the move relearner. Could have had water pulse plus training kits, which is something kind of interesting. Johan looking at some Hisui Electrode stats, it looks like. So Titan hitting this Blizzard. Wait, that was raw. Oh man, that was sick. Okay, and then a Sunspore. Christian trying to finish up the Tatsugiri Barboach. Having finished off the Dondoso, it looks like. And then the E-Sense, nice. Waterfall, oh, is that on to... That was not on to Chimecho, that is nice. Okay, and then the Leech Seed's on, that's checkmate. Let's go, let's... Oh no, Gorbis, you ate a... You got outsped. Oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, Christian, gonna be the next one up to the EV claim. Cheats is currently fighting a very hellish Viola 4, this Beautifly, and the Volbeat, absolute freaks. Holy smokes. Already fighting Norman 5, or Norman 6, the Zoroark, starting to rear its ugly head. And I'm not just saying that because the Zoroark has folded me in the past. But in either case, alright, let's see here. What is Christian going to claim for the EV of choice? One, 3, 4, and 7. Looking like Flareon angle. Okay. Man, wait. Does Magnapole not affect ghosts? How did Christian or Johan switch out there? Wait, what? What the heck? That is something that I did not think I would see. Moving along, Libby going for some move to learner, it looks like. Brief little interlude before heading to the other subcontinent of Hoenn. Awesome. Slowly trying to finish up the Torkoal with Centiskorch. And then Freeze with a Roost and a Cherry Berry to clean up the... Oh, the self-destruct! Sheesh! Keep claiming Glaceon though. That's every evolution all in the back pocket. Hari hitting Loudred with Sawsbuck. Oh, wait, is this a 1v1? Yeah. Oh, Mountain Drew is on. Oh, what the heck? Drew has 3 badges? Yeah. I just didn't see Drew's stream this. But they are currently on Norman 4. Alright. I believe they still have an EV to claim. But Jolteon getting outsped by Manectric? Wow, that's unfortunate. Should have been Quick Feet. Alright. Well, we got Christian doing some doing their shopping trip. Johan looking to buy up a few TMs. The dig Jolteon to clear the matchup. Wow, that did so little. Is it because of all the baby doll eyes and charms? This is the last mod, I'm assuming, for Freeze. He's then. But yeah, right now it's looking like Hari is the only one currently in Gym 6 itself. Awesome has made their way to Fortree before doing some shopping. We got a Alolan Executor. Oh, this will be a fun time for Christian. I'm pretty curious to see how that happens. What up, chat? Oh, hey, sir. How's it going? Anything happen? So, a couple of players unfortunately had some had their runs end. We have an 07 from Zune who wiped to Norman 2. They had an interesting glitch happen on their fight. I'm not really sure what happened, but I'm sure someone will enlighten us on it in the bug reports. Swag unfortunately wiped to Tate and Liza 3, and Beastly shockingly being the first one to EV claiming Sylveon got really unlucky with a Juan Wallace 5 if matchup. Their box was just a little bit short on that one. Sir, I'm also being mildly enough deadass about do you want to do statistician work for EGP Season 2 for the Command Center? I'd be down for additional hands for that. But yeah, everyone right now is kind of in that Gym 4, Gym 5. I believe that Hari just finished up their Gym 6, so they're on Plenary 7 right now. Very, it's a lot closer than I think people would give this race credit for. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately, Drew has a little bit of latency. I think it's because of the weather over there. It is what it is. Whew. But seeing one wall is 6. It looks like for awesome. Everyone kind of doing their last second shopping. We got GoGo online for cheap. Arcanine getting ready to rip an overheat for Livy on this Viola 6. Massive stuff. Mine is Scrafty as the lead. I'm assuming that'll be like some Knuckle plus +1. The Intim does help with reducing the attack, so that's actually pretty big. Yeah, T-Wave plus Sand attack. What? Whoa. Interesting. Okay, Zen Headbutt for the G-Slow King on Johan. Whew. Peyton Liza 6 for freeze, huh? Okay. A lot of people do have their Tate and Lizas to go through right now. Cheap looking like they're doing Tate and Liza 5 up there. And yeah, Hari's building up a bit of a lead here. Starting off Gym 7. Opening up. Taking off the Marowak. Cursed Body on the Serp. As is faded. Johan's Slowking unfortunately getting dunked on by Slaking. But this is the part where Aegislash does the thing where, you know, King Shield plus Sacred Sword. It's so Jover from here. I don't remember if they ended up taking out the oh, is this the switch of... Oh yeah, that's Hisuian Zoroark. Moving along. Oh, is this the Lightbird Snarl with Glaceon Icy Wind angle? Oh yeah. Ah yeah. Love to see it. Oh, that's Jason, it looks like. Okay. And Drew claiming Leafeon with that at finish up of the Norman 4. Everyone and has an EV still, with the exception of, I believe, Livy's. Yeah. And Livy's got really cheesed by minus defense, still dying to Waterfall at 0. Crazy. Good notes. What's on that one? Oh, the bounce on Scrafty. Oh, God. Alright. John's kind of diming it in. Christian currently fighting their Gym 5. Looking like a oh, it's a Flattery. Ah, that's so free. Corsola plus Clawser. Love that one. Freeze did end up going with Gardevoir for the Ralts evolution. I love to see that. Hyper Potion. Whoa. Arbok got burnt. The Earthquake Arbok is that is the technology I was not expecting. But getting a defense down is nice. Something fainted on Cheap's team just now. I wonder what got fainted. Let's see. So Titan going into the Loudred. Disarming Voice. And then gets Earthquaked. Oh, well. It's all good. Just one turn of well, we hit the second blizzard. That's nice. Already finishing up that Flannery 7, by the way. Shout outs to Vaporeon. Now it's Viola 8. What is Hardy's lineup for this? The Cacnea has not seen in like any business or something? Like, that guy's still a Cacnea? Wow. Okay, I guess we have Promo Pass, so we do have most of our lineup pretty well and good. Livy facing up against Norman 7. There's a 6 and an 8 for Johan. So right now, Hari's in first, Livy's in second. Johan looks to be third with Awesome, kind of both of them holding up on that front. We got Freeze fighting Tate and Liza 6. Cheat on their way to Gym 6. And then it looks like Christian and Mountain Drew are both going to be going through their Gym 5s. El Cacnea was so unneeded that it didn't even get a pull up. It was probably only going to pull up for Roxanne, huh? It'd be like that sometimes. What? One of those 5 for cheat. Do you get free try at this point? Is this Glaceon time? Or is that too early? Any intel on that one? But we got another showing from Liminior. 40 plus. I'm pretty sure Cheap is on Gym 5, so unfortunately, or Gym 6. So unfortunately, Free Stride is not in the mix like checks yet. It is what it is. But for now, we have Corsola, holding it down versus the Torkoal, crazy style. Oh, do you hold here? Oh, we hold so hard here with Corsola. Beast. And then Livy using the Delmise. Oh, the King's Rock! That's kind of funny that it actually flung right there. This is Brawly 7 for Freeze. Oh, the Hippopotas! Oh no, it's... I don't think you hold... Oh, that's so close though. Oh, jeez. Also, the sand kind of helps the camera up inconveniently. Oh, man. Do you crash the plane here? You may have to. Yeah, it's looking like this is a redeeming the plane. And I saw that when Johan accidentally ran it forward. That was gonna kick of you. It's all good. We all do it. But yeah, Hari right now still kind of holding on to this one gym lead at the moment. How is this Cleavor going to be resolved? Okay. Oh, it's DQ. No. I'm not repping. Alright, Doxmon versus Ninjas. And then we have Promo Pass. That's just, that's wraps. I'm pretty sure the dig won't even, put a dent in Promo Pass, so we can even just, like, chill out for a bit. Oh, it's a bug bite. Alright, no, it's over for the Ninjas. Power Gem to the face. Boom. Alright, Christian finishing up that Flannery 6. Or Flannery 5. Nice. What does Christian have left? We got... Alright, so that's saving 1, 3, and 7. Okay. Got some interesting placements. Oh yeah, this Promo Pass is eating big time for Hari. You'll love to see it. Gardevoir for Brawly 8 or Brawly 7, also eating fantastically for Freeze. Skeledirge on the round out. Awesome facing Minetric for Watson 7. Psychic. Nice. Okay. Oh, the Fire Blast from X-Cloud wrecking. Oh my, the Prelude just took it to the face. Oh man, that was vicious. And Hari finishing up 45 minutes on done with gyms. Time to clean up, get ready to E4. All right, 15 minutes. Low key, kind of doable. I think Hari could actually make a break for this world record if he like has everything on the play. We'll see what happens though. Diglett also getting the bench warmer treatment. I saw him one time for the early Watson. After that, never again. All right. Right now, we're seeing. Is this come? Ooh. What is this fight for Livy at the end? This is a Delmice deal, it looks like. So, we're not returning for anything. Seeing Winona 8 for freeze, it looks like. Bringing along Electabuzz? Wait, do we ever get a linking cord? I hope we did. This is Christian's Tate and Liza 6. Alright. Yep, Tate and Liza 6. Moments before Sunny Day Solar Beam. But Livy rocking a Tate and Liza 8 right now. I don't believe there's a setup for LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, but if it is, XZ. Let's see. Magnuson Minior. Oh, that could be Sunny Day Flamethrower, Loki. But anyways. Earthquake. Plus Air Slash or something. Oh, it could be Psychic actually. John's Titan plus Wailord. Ooh. BTM getting an opener on the Pelipper for Drew, or on the closeout for Drew, and Hari walks right in. We see Spencer. And then Drew also finishing up Gym 5. Nice. Okay. So we have a few players on Gym 6. I believe some on Gym 7. And yeah. Breeze did get a linking cord. Love to see it. Alright. How does Johan finish this fight? Is it Umbreon angle? Umbreon Snarls plus Granbull? Yep. I think that's the angle. And Hari is going to be playing for a Yen Mega lead, it looks like. Oh, unfortunate for Drew. Not much we can do on that front, but let's see here. How is everyone else's fights gonna fare? I'm seeing Awesome going for brick breaks with Scrafty, which is not exactly what you want to see. But we'll see if he can close out. Stalin did unfortunately die, so oof. Yeah, Mega with the air slash. Okay. Next up is Sceptile. Nope. Hit that Bug Buzz. Eat the dual chop. Oh man. Johan's situation's looking really dicey. I ain't gonna lie. And we also have Cursola online for Christian. How is Awesome gonna finish this? That could be an interesting dynamic. Try attack. Okay. And Hari's already finished with Spencer. Holy! The progress right now is going crazy. Substrika unfortunately fell to in Johan's fight. My loading versus Tatsugiri. Oh, that's gonna be a scary one. Alright, where's Hari at? For now, Samurott, Ceaseless Edge for freeze. This is a good clean up. Looking like some Bug Buzz is going crazy for Orbeetle. Power Gem. Oh, triple arrows. Gramble and Substrika. It is what it is, I think, with those two. I don't know if you're fast enough to get that Moonlight off for Umbreon, but it's worth a shot. And then we have Christian getting ready to pull up to the Tate and Liza 6. Zatu Baltoy, Hippowdon Cursola. Oh, this is about to be devious work. The Shadow Ball is gonna go crazy for Cursola. Yeah. And unfortunately, Awesome wipes to, I believe that was... is a, Gym 8, yeah. It is what it is. Got Mountain Drew pulling up to Brawly 6, it looks like. Freeze Dry for Auroras on 1 HP. What a hold! Sheesh! Alright, but Hari going through Phoebe. Looking more like a freebie. Bars. Holy smokes. Lantern comes in. Oh, this weak armor is gonna be a little bit scary though for Christian. Hopefully that doesn't end up biting us in the back. Livy finishing up the gym phase, doing some substitute and baton pass, sleight of hand. Breed's also finishing up at 53. Okay. And Johan finishing up that gym 7 and 1 Wallace. +1. So Johan has Norman left. Did I see that right? It was Norman. Livy picking up some more substitute stuff. Breeze picking up a Mega Gardevoir, right? Oh, that's gonna be fat. And Cheap, I believe, is on Gym 7. 5 months left. Could be a little bit close, but I do think that if they can make it through, they may have to just resort to the good old-fashioned Steel of Bond and not bother with the megas for Salamence and Garchomp. Already doing some quick QCs on Banette, it looks like. Okay. Christian continuing to play it through. We got this Baltoy completely homeless. The Orangaroo's out. Oh, I think we are so in a good spot. Oh, and the Dragon Mode Executor gonna get a nice switch in here. Oh, how do I use it? going on. Cheats on Flannery 7, it looks like. Drew finishing up this Brawly 6. Ancient attack, kick his rain. Alright, Christian should be pulling through. This is Winona 8 for Johan. Livy pulling into the E4, second player to pull in. Breeze is going to be right behind. So 2 people getting ready to start. Hari's still cooking it up. We got a Spencer and a Sydney. Alright. Oh, Masquerade about to go dummy here, it seems like. Good old fashioned Quiver Dance, Bug Buzz, Air Slash? Question mark? With like Baton Pass or something? Oh, actually Substitute as well. Earthquake for Electivire. Ooh. Cute, yeah, we get rid of Screech. Ari finishing up the second fight onto Tucker. Their team is like okay, but there isn't like any super. Yeah, like you're using Probopass to help with like the steel moves, but past that, it's kind of just like we're playing the matchup as in vanilla. Looks like Gardevoir is getting seeded, pulling 3. Substitute for Masquerade. Oh, the Hurricanes. Oh, I see. Baton Pass. And we're setting up Arcanine for the sweep. Meanwhile, we got Draining Kiss, Calm Mind, Gardevoir going for the crazy mode. Moonblast as well. Hydro Pump. Okay, and now we mega, and it's a +3 to Gardevoir count. We have Skeleturge. Oh, the wake up, nice. Okay, and a crit. That's actually pretty big. And then this should be Mawile. Oh, it's Gardevoir. Oh, the Shadow Ball. Oh, right. All right, how are we? I guess we can just Promo Pass and play for the CC. Play it slow. Gardevoir going for the 3 frags on from the top rope here. Hurricane from Pelipper. Oh my god, it actually hit that one, and Johan's Sigil actually just gets folded right there. What the f? That is unfortunate. Alright, surely this oh, the Deep Sea Tooth! Okay, I think we're good. Also, did I just see Sticky Web? Oh, we set up. We web, quiver, baton? Shish! Alright, Freeze going on to Lucy. Already trying to do some improv on the Sawsbuck matchup. We have Horn Leash plus Leech Seed combination. Gardevoir getting a classic on the opener. Overquill comes out. Oh, we have Electivire. Cheats finishing up their Flan 7. Looks like that is Winona. Another Winona 8, huh? Interesting. Alright. Oh, the Electivire holding their clutch. One more Earthquake for the road. Nice. Yeah, Masquerade also getting a fight in the Lucy. So we've had 2 Lucys and a Phoebe from Hari. Okay. Let's see. And now Cheap does get Garchomp online. We still gotta wait 2 more levels for Salamence, but we'll have to see. Cheap or Freeze right now trying to figure out if they can hold against the Crobat with the Jolteon. Going into Samurai. Cross Poison. Oof. And we just go Razor Shell. This Leech Life will hurt quite a bit. Alright. Skeleturge. Cleaning up the Tucker. River Dance Baton Pass on Lucy for Magnezone to go for the freak. Oh no, Moonblast from Altaria. Alright, I think I hope the Titan holds. Otherwise, this is gonna get a little bit sus. Hari finishing up the 3rd chamber, still holding a 1-fight lead. That's a Brandon. Do we see a Grass type on Brandon? A classic? Okay, not quite. Ooh, actually no, we have Sawsbuck. But Sawsbuck is physical with the Horn Leech, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to ad-lib a little bit to get that matchup. Encore onto Freeze's Noidburn. What? Alright, sure. Oh, probably on Roost, right? But I think Magnezone from here just cleans house. Overquill is the last one out. We're just gonna hit the bolt. And GG's to John. Wiping to Winona 8. Unfortunate. It worked. Very close. They had positions where they did have a bit of a lead, but it's all good. Sawsbuck going for the Horn Leech strats. Tangling Hair will make this a little bit awkward, but we do have Giga Drain, so we do have it just in case. Alright, so we're down 2 speed stats. Rhyperior comes out. If we... are we slower? Okay. Freeze finishing up Lucy. Masquerade fighting 3 Tuckers. Man, where's Glacia? Sheesh. But in either case, we have Hari still cleaning it up. Dot Spun onto Flygon. Play rough. Christian is facing Viola 7. Drew, I believe, is facing a 7th gym. Okay. Cheeps is on an 8th. That's a lot of emeralds blitzing or something. Oh, hey, Kyo, how's it going? Yeah, I'm currently doing the command center for Emerald Blitz. Kyo, when are you gonna play Emerald Blitz, dude? Just get in there. It'll be fun. Especially since 90% of things have been expedited, so that you don't have to pull up that many resources. But in either case, let's see here. Cheap finishing up the gym phase. They're going to be doing their E4 prep. We have all the Sawsbuck holding there. Okay, Giga Drains. Okay, pretty good. Thunderbolt for Magnezone. Just cinching it here for Livy. This combo quiver dance. Last up is Togekiss, and that's also wraps. Livy's slowly making a catch up to Hari right now, but I mean this Swampert should die to Horn Leech. Livy's pulling ahead to second place over Freeze, and Hari just finished up Brandon, and now on to the champion fight, which the team's looking like Steven. Yeah, this is gonna be a Steven lead, right? It could be a Wally technically, but we'll see. We'll find out very quickly. That's a Brandon for Livy as well. What is this? Holy! Ninjask for Christian. Oh, of course, poor Ursula got wrecked. It is a Wally. Okay, so we're gonna be going for some Torch Song plus Oheats or something on this lead. Leech Seed does go down. Okay. Flannery 8, it looks like, for Drew? Or Flannery 7? Is he typing something up? For a quick fact check? Ironhead? Ooh, we are slower than Dugtrio, huh? Well, that's interesting. Going for the Quiver Dance instead, that way we can ensure the outspeed. But, okay. Wait, Aerial Ace on Beware, the secret Kagami tech? Getting the 1v1 against the Ninjas? Alright, Christian's out. Oh, so that means we only have one badge left for Christian, right? Yeah, Watson 8. Okay. We do have unfortunately a dead Cursola, otherwise we would have a pretty good opportunity to do some matchup shenanigans, but let's see what he's got. Oh wait, he has a pound on. What am I saying? Will this be the Christian chip? I'm not sure. It's a very interesting team he's got. He does have some things that does help it out, but I'm not too sure yet. Oh, are the toxic spikes up? Oh no. Alright. Hari's on a giga timer. He's gotta clean this one up before things get too sticky. Colon 3. The fact that Magnezone got... Oh, is it because of another baton pass? Oh my god. Okay, but what does Magnezone do from here? Does it have any? Oh, Magnet Rise, okay. We went for the Magnet Rise tag. Yeah, Quiver Dance plus Magnet Rise. Yeah. But, like, what good is that gonna be in this specific, like... Yeah, it helps alleviate the fact that you don't have a grass type, but it's like... You have to switch out of Magnezone eventually, right? Because you won't be able to... full send forever. Yeah, Mega holding pretty hard against the Garchomp. Nice. 4 months left for Hari. Talonflame coming out. Sawsbuck is unfortunately down. Next up is Probopass coming in, hitting this Power Gem, eating the Brave Bird for breakfast. Blaze Kick, Jump Scare potentially. And then Freeze is also on Brandon. Sir, we have had triple Tucker, triple Brandon so far. Give me the fact check when we see Glacia and Drake later. But I'm seeing Cheats going into the E4 fighting Sydney right now. And we have Flannery 8 or Flannery 7 for Drew. Close combat, unfortunately, eaten by Glade. This will be Dotspun coming up next. Probably having to... I don't think you outspeed, so unfortunately you're just gonna have to... You're just gonna have to eat the second hit right here. Unless you have like a lineup with Yin Mega to get this clean. Baby doll eyes to help maybe do some damage mitigation. Cheats going on to Phoebe now. Alright. 5 Mon Elite 4. We do have Salamence and Garchomp. It's still playable. Completely. Oh, Delmine's going crazy with the Giga Trades. Actually, hold on. Or Energy Balls as well. Ooh. And Mega comes in. That's a air... Oh, we missed the air slash. No shot. I think that might be... That low-key might have been it. Unless Skeletor just goes completely dummy here. The Shadow Ball's gotta just like wipe this Glade. Oh, not quite. Shadow Special Defense falls though, so that means that the second Shadow Ball will get this for sure. Psycho Cut. I think... No, the crit! I think it's Jover for Hari. I think it's it was a valiant effort, but unfortunately Wally just gets it right at the nick. Alright. And an 07's to Hari. They currently hold first place right now, but with Libby and Freeze currently like right behind, it's gonna be really close. Especially considering that they both have like full teams. Freeze pulling back ahead of Libby right now. Oh, actually, this is gonna be a fight for the ages. Gonna see if Freeze can close out the fight before Libby here. Let's see. But GG's to Hari. Livy right behind Freeze, finishing up that fight. And now Freeze versus Steven. Let's get it. I'm gonna stop watching on Ari now that that's its conclusion. Jolteon opening into the Skarmory. It's a classic. We know how this goes. It's always spikes. So then we just get to... Oh, cheaped on Tucker again? Where is this Glacier girl, man? Holy. Yeah, cheap's a... Yeah, I looked up there just now, just upon closer inspection. Oh, Christian Zarbot going down to the Minette trick. Coming back into Hippowdon here? I think that's every day of the week. Drew currently fighting in Flannery 7. Got the Kingdra going crazy right now. Jolteon hitting a Thunderbolt, eating this Earthquake. Livy is leading against the Skarmory. Get the Flamethrower. Get the Spikes. It's a classic every time. Man, the fact that Jolteon got this much extra bragging power. Jolteon even gets a charm onto the Armaldo on the way out. Alright, that is huge. Sets up the wave for Samurai. Gonna be just Razor Shell plus Aqua Jet. Or, well, okay, maybe just Razor Shell, never mind. out comes the Crate Dilly. Real boss right here. Magnusson coming out. We got Sacred Sword. Ooh, that was close. Oh, do we... There's no way Freeze put a Lum here instead of a Citrus, right? Alright, yeah. So we know this is going to be the heal. So that's the second heal turn. Magnezone currently gonna go into Masquerain. The Intim is a little too early, but it's all good. Electivire currently fighting Cradilly. Low kick. Woohoo! Nice. That plant is apparently giga heavy. Otherwise, the low kick probably wouldn't have done as much. Alright. How do we play this? This is gonna be Gardevoir, so then we just hit the... Shadow Ball later. Gonna have to eat a Meteor Mash later. Oh, the Magnet Pull, but it doesn't matter as long as Caparanja holds here. I think, Earthquake, boom. Oh. Okay, Christian's out of the gym phase, onto the E4. Time to do some prep. Let's go. Oh, Psychic. Oh, I'm assuming, yeah, we didn't have Shadow Ball for Gardevoir. That's all good. This might be the Christian run. And I think Iggy's got some cool stuff going on. It could be a generational play here. Let's see it. Oh, does he still have those two? Does he still have Wishy-Washy and Chimecho? Ooh, oh, it could be. Very interesting stuff. P. Lipper coming out. Oh, the explosion from Minior! Just to break the sturdy, I'm assuming. Sunlight is strong? What's that up the... Oh, okay. Alright. Livy's so far so good right now. One Pokemon left for Freeze. Is this just another classical for Livy? A good old-fashioned we take the second once again? Or are we gonna pull ahead here? Muddy Water onto the Donphan. Bit of a rough one. Now we can go into... Oh, did we go into Mag? I think we can go into... I think we have to go into Arcanine, TBH. But I'm pretty sure Freeze has it here. Earthquake from Electivire should just jam this. Ooh. It's gonna be close though, I ain't gonna lie. The fact that it's already this close is already so like insane. And GG's to Freeze. Getting a first place on the climb back after a couple of unlucky runs. Getting another first right back at it again. Big sheesh. Up to Delmise here to probably just hit the Shadow Ball. Yeah, you got Giga Axe. It was pretty crazy stuff. I saw a couple of paras and a couple of flinches during I think it was during Brawly with the Force Palms. It was insane. But what a team though. Gardevoir, Electivire, Jolteon, double electric, double water. Sheesh. Gotta love it. Christian, I think, is currently off doing a little bit of IRL. It's all good. I need to see that You run, Glenn. But let's see here. All right. GG's to freeze. I'm pretty sure Livy is last mon Gudra, so this should be the second for Livy right here. Oh, one more. It's the Cradley. All right. Nah, it's I think it's fine. AP. A little bit. It's gonna be a little bit sketch. Let's see what the. We have Magnet Zone Flash Cannon. All right. I think as long as we don't get confusion cheesed here, we're good. Yeah, as long as this confusion doesn't like just completely cheese us here, I think we're good. I'd say as I'm like really hoping I don't just like. All right, now we're good. All right, GG's. All right, freeze is done. Livy should be finishing up here. Woo! Nice. Also, quietly, I kind of slept fully on this. My fault, Cheat. You're on. You went all the way to the champion. You fought Drake. I thought you were still on the Tucker fight and still cleaning, but that is my fault entirely for not noticing that you got to Drake right there. But you know, pretty nice. We're gonna have 4 people who walked into the champion fight at the moment. Pretty big bar. Woo! But yeah, this is a Liddy team, Minior fight. Sir, I believe this is the Minior first, right? If I remember correctly. So welcome Gongshi Minior to the Hall of Fame. Welcome Arcanine, Masquerade, Delmise, Donphan, Magnezone, absolutely beast mode. That was insane work. Welcome to the club, Minior, for the first time. Magnezone getting a 17. Oh, sheesh. I'm pretty sure, like, an insane amount of those was the E4 with that Quiver Dance Baton Pass. Devious work. Close out there. All right. Time to our final 3. We got Drew fighting Peyton Liza 8. I don't believe that Drew got Dwayne Wade LeBron James. Although the dead Sylveon does make me wonder if it was Sunny Day Flamethrower and not Sunny Day Solar Beam. Which would be mildly funny, but not something that I would have put in the bingo card. All right, that's it. All right, let's see here. On to a fight for Cheats. Champion fight. Wally. We got Drew finishing up. This is insane, by the way. And we got 8 in the E4. Pretty nice stuff. Garchomp on the lead, hitting the Earthquake. Outspeeding Roserade, getting the Leech Seed down. Does this put us out of the full restore range for the crunch? Nice. All right. No toxic spikes coming down this time. This is a 5-mon fight, I might add, for Cheats. Currently, he rocking it. The Garchomp mirror match. Oh, do we outspeed here? Do we have this? The poison on the Salamence lets me know that we have Aerolate Facade in the back pocket. Oh man, I'm trying to think here what the, because I think we do need Garchomp still, so I'm assuming, yeah. Go to Glaceon, Sandstorm, that's fine. We hit the Ice Beam or the Freeze Dry. Yep. Yeah, that was Alright, Glaceon down. Or Glaceon taking one down. The flamethrower burnt the Glaceon, which I think actually does come into play later, but not really. It's just kind of funny that kind of happened to happen. Up comes Gallade looking for the close combat. Oh, I think it's worth to just let Glaceon eat this first. Personally, there is an angle where you could play for Go-Go, but I think it's either you let Glaceon take it and then you go into Salamence for the Aerolite Facade, or you need to do some like stalling here. Because Glaceon could also be your answer into the Azumarill. But Clawitzer seems like explicitly for the Talonflame. Alright. Looking at Christian's team, we got 6 good mods. Got an interesting lineup there. I saw Flareon, I saw Alolan Executor, Camparaja, Beware, Hippowdon, Chimecho. Are Mecha potentially being the Chimecho? We'll have to see what gets cooked here. We got a Spencer or a Sydney for Christian. Yep. So we did let Glaceon go down on turn 1. We have Garchomp. Psycho Cut. I'm a little surprised. I thought we would preserve Garchomp a little bit more, but I guess that means that we have Earthquake on our Salamence then. Ooh, almost. Oh, do we heal here? Or do we force the heal? Oh, the close combat. Oh, nah. Yeah, I think. Oh, the sand subsides too. No way. Okay, if Salamence doesn't have Earthquake, this gets a little bit interesting. Okay, yeah. We have Facade, we have Fly, we have Earthquake. Alright. And we have Moxie. Oh, wait. Oh, that changes a lot. Okay, Azumarill comes out. So we're going for the Facade here. Oh, I hope this kills. Okay, yeah. I think we're good. We're good. Because 3 in the back, that's Mence getting the EQ into Facade. Alright, Jeep. You got it. Wait. Facade? Do we not want to be Mega during... I'm gonna assume it's Miscalc for now. Or, oh no, just the break sturdy, right? Yeah, just the break sturdy. Yeah, I looked and was like, okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah. So we just sacked here, and then we have Clawitzer to finish up the yeah, that's the angle, I think. That wait. Jinx? Oh boy. Are we? We didn't go for the Clawitzer angle. Really? Is there a reason why we don't? Did we just want to waste the Go-Go then? Just whittle down the HP? Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we're good. All right, GG's the Chiefs. Holy, I was like, are we using Go-Go for fun here? Question mark. Oh my god, we almost got wrecked by that crit. That would have been so scary. But well played. That's now 3 Hall of Fames. Harion, the champ fight. That's our top 4. Let's see it. All right. We have Drew and Christian getting in the mix on the E4. It looks like Crabhammer, Troodon. I'll be eat that for breakfast. We have Giga Drain. Knockoff is fine. Kind of hurts, but oh, it's a Cherry Berry. Wait a second. Oh, that's funny. All right. 5 mod fight for Chief though. That was a sick one. Glaceon, double dragons with Garchomp, Salamence, Klotzer, and Goat. GG's to Chief. All right. Let's see here. All right, last 2 of the matchup. Let's see it. Christian and Drew. I think they both have some really interesting teams. They both have some stuff that I'd be very interested to see the end result. Double Sydney. We got Flamethrower for the Zard on this lead. This will bring in one of the waters. I'm assuming that based off of what I see in the party, we're gonna be going into like, oh, it's Absol. Okay. Paparaja eating a Night Slash. We hit a Play Rough. Oh, 1 HP, no shot. I think it's fine. I think we can go into Beware, and it's fine. Yeah. But dang, holy moly. Alright. Aqua Tail. Oh, the miss! Wait, Hammerarm missed too! Wait! Oh my god, that was a little cinema. Okay, and I see a Clanker in the chat. Hang on a second, gotta kill that real quick. Alright. Oh. Okay. That's there. Castor Labs. Okay, there has to be a way for me to leave from here, right? Really? Alright, yeah, and I gotta kill Castor Labs. Reload it. Hopefully it doesn't freak out. Alright. Wait, Charizard, no! Oh no, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we have Christian finishing up. I'm assuming this is going to be into... Oh, is this Phoebe? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be playing into Phoebe. We have Brutal Swing on on Beware, so that does give us a few openings to play for. Oh, this King's Reverse Grimstar matchup could get a little bit interesting. It's your Surf. Okay, we're good there. That's nice. Leading hip pound. Oh, is this? Okay. Not too sure what the. Yeah, the lead could be a little bit interesting here for Christian. There's some angles here that I think he can play for. This Kingdra is putting in insane work into the Samurott though. Alright, and the BGM also looped over. Gotta put up the next one. Alright, Phoebe. How is her matchup gonna play? So we did open with Beware, so I'm assuming we're gonna play for like Brutal Swing and just swing at the king. Mega Horn for on Chestnut. We eat that, and then we fire back with a good seed bomb. Nice. All right, dude. Drew and Christian neck and neck, and also showing some cool stuff. I'm very unfortunate about the Charizard, and Drew had double megas going into this. He had some angles to play for there. Sheesh. All right, Beware, Burnt and Confused. Oh, this is gonna take a while, huh? Earthquake. I'm thinking here what the angle would be. Unfortunately, no lum means that we didn't. I think it's fine. I think we can make this work. Coughing bomb versus coughing baby. Come on, it's not that bad. Let's see, Crunch from Hippowdon. Ooh, that was pretty good. Confuse Ray. Oh, the Annihilate is coming out here though for Drew. Let's see it. Bulk up Rage Fist combination. Do we have a lum, or are we drawing it? It's raw. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. This will be fun. Rage Fist. Okay, so I think right now, kind of the awkward thing. Oh, the Will-O-Wisp. Oh no. Oh, but we do kill it with the sand. Okay, that's pretty nice. This will bring bait out Typhlosion, right? Yeah. So then we have a switch. We can play for. Oh, we could play for Flareon, actually, right? Play? That's probably like our go-to. We kind of wanna. We could go into Hippowdon technically, but yeah, Flash Fire. All right, Big Chungersby with the Earthquake. Nice. All right. So they're both in kind of the same-ish position. Only difference being, ooh, this eruption could hurt. Alright, let's see the hold. No! Tiggersby! Alright, it's fine. We go into Kingdra. The matchup is pretty good here. We do have Flareon versus Banette. Going to Copperajah. Okay. We eat these Phantom Forces decently well. It's like, it's a little more than I would have bargained for. For the is it an Iron Head angle? that's a little bit. Yeah, because you're outsped by the net. Oh, is Caparasha going down here? I think you live the burn, but then you're... Oh, the cursed body too? No shot. Oh, okay, yeah. 07's to Caparaja. Kingdra got burnt? Holy. Okay, so... Ooh. It's a little awkward. I think we have to go into Hippowdon, TBH. That or we go into... Well, actually, Executor could be... not too bad. Oh, we're frisked though. A little awkward. It's all good. We can make this work. Okay, so bulk up on Annihilate. So we're gonna be able to reset the Annihilate, but we're still burnt, which does make it a little bit rough for Drew. Because our damage output's like completely shot. I don't know if Rage Fist actually kills here. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Let him cook. We do have the seeds down for Executor, so that's huge. This is a foul play, right? So EQ. Oh, not quite. Shadow Ball. Alright. And then the Phantom Force. Ooh, that did a lot more damage. But thankfully Executor is... Okay, the only thing I see here is this Dusknoir is going to be kind of a pain because we're in a Lola, so this is always Ice Punch. Uh-oh, I think this might be 07s to both. It's going to be really... Oh, the Bulletproof Chestnut! Okay, that's pretty good. Well, time for Hippowdon to get crazy with it. Hello, yo, what's up, Reeves? How's it going? GG's on the race, by the way. Also, my phone tracking just cheats itself. Hey, on a sec. All right. Oh, this is gonna be such a close fight. Sec. Let me make sure that the tracking is good. Alright, there we go. Dude, yeah, it was some sick stuff. Congrats on getting up first. Hippowdon. No! Hippowdon! Oh no, I think it is unfortunate, but it may actually be reps for both Christian and Drew. Oh no. This is Ice Punch? Actually, okay, wait. Hold on. What is the player? Drew just cleared. And he should have priority to getting to the fight first, yeah. It's Glacia for Drew. Oh, and he has Kingdra and Chestnut? Nah, that is a fate. That is so cruel. Oh my god. Alright. And then lastly is Sableye for Christian. What is his angle here? He can play for... I don't even know what... Ooh, the crit and a flinch? Okay. I'll play. The one glitch. Drew has Lane Brown, yes sir. Reese, when are we gonna play ARAMs, by the way? Didn't you make it at A? Are we? Oh, we have to Mega Evo Astonish with... Oh boy. Alright, this is cinema right here. That didn't kill! Okay, no, we should be good. I'm pretty sure there's no... There shouldn't be any heal items left, right? Rather on the weekend, the time zones are different. Yeah, it's all good, Freeze. Just, you know, post Emerald Blitz race, if you ever are just like, yo, I need to post race wipe or post Hall of Fame, and let me know. It'll be funny, just for the shits and giggles. Alright. So, having 2 Pokemon versus having 3 Pokemon here is kind of the, Oh, it's a Tucker! Oh, my. Alright. Also, GG's to Drew. They got to Glacia first. It is what it is. But let's see how Christian fares. This is going to be a generational fight versus Tucker here. Ooh, oh boy. Get our boy on full screen. Last EGP, I died last in Insta-Queued ranked. At least I won the A. At least you got your LP. You know, we lose Elo to gain LP, right? That's how it works. Paolo, Chineko, and Beware? Okay. Realistically, I think it is playable here. Because you would play... I think you could get something going here. Hippowdon... Oh, you're gonna have to do something about the Sing though, right? So you're gonna have to... Oh my god, we're... Iron Tail over Tackle? Yeah! We are going for the full set here. I'm down. I like this angle. I like this angle a lot. Alright. Wait, Dragon Claw? Ooh, I don't think that's gonna come into play here, but especially because Fairy. Yeah, alright, it's sending time. Let's see it. I want to play on website as well, but I think if I was on website, I'd lose to Livy. The secret. Okay, the segment. Wait, the segment. The Iron Tail hits? Oh, almost. Oh, no, wait. Too sharp. Oh, not like this. Not like this. Okay, so we know it's a full restore coming. We can go into Beware. Okay. The website feels slower. I mean, it's hard to tell. Oh, I'm not 100% on that. Oh, are we? Or just... Ooh, Hammer Arm. Okay. Sing Mist? Okay, wait. Pause. We have an angle here. Because we know this is going to be Sing again, right? Well, I mean, not necessarily. Oh my god. If you have like 80 tabs open, it probably will. And Jeans plays MGB8 as well. Well, I mean, I think it's more so that because we haven't enforced anything, right? So, I can't believe that this Beware just dodged up like a champ right there. Alright, how the f are we dealing with this Beware, Chief? Are we doing Boom Burst Chimeco? Hold chat. Alright, hang on. People's champing here. Okay, so he goes to Hippowdon. This is psychic. Yep. Okay, we take half. Oh, we're sending this Iron Tail like our lives depend on it. All right, let's get it. Tapping out is annoying. Christian is teaming with Google AI. Okay, the psychic. Iron Tail? Wait, hold on. Bro, this Iron Tail is like literally leaving everything at 1 HP, man. Holy moly. Yeah, it's time. If the sand was up, yeah. Psychic, okay. Oh, we're going for the cinema. We're going for the astonish. Yeah, the berry also triggers before the sand. Oh, the shadow ball's gonna hurt. It's still funny that. Oh no, I think it's cooked. Yeah, it's cooked. I mean, unless Beware lives like 2, but it shouldn't, right? Wait, Shadow Ball. It's a brutal swing? Oh, we swing that brutal. All right, we hold? Question mark? No! Oh man, I thought the cinema was gonna be insane. I thought we could at least kill the Guardy. It's okay. Yeah, the Shadow Ball kills here. Oh. 07's the Christian. We almost popped off. The cook was there. Why did we click Astonish and not Boopers? Look, it'd be like that sometimes, Freeze. We're not here to put that one in. We're just here to watch it and put the commentary on it. Such is life, but GG's. That was a close one. Alright. Yeah. For the... Alright. Alright, hang on, let me minimize the... Like this. Alright. For the leaderboards. Like that. Throw this on. Oop. This got oversized. Alright, there we go. Great KOs. Alright, chat, fun stream. Gotta go. Alright, see you around, start. Good night. Also, oh, I don't know, because it's like giga late for you, Freeze, if you end up falling asleep around here. I'm just gonna literally hover over and take a look at the results of the race and see how it plays out. You got 57, Libby with a 46, Cheap hitting an 11, Hari climbing up, getting a 52, Drew and Christian getting some good gains. Ooh, Beastly falling a little bit with that 85 is a little bit unfortunate, but you know, not too bad. Just gonna sit on second now. Yeah, I mean, you know, we have some, you know, we have Jeans here still popping off at first place. You're currently holding down that second place. Cheats. Getting a little bit closer, getting to that third. KCH, Livy, running out our top 5. Jason on the 6. I randomly gained a spot because I guess the unfortunate shenanigans with Beastly. That's kind of funny, but you know, pretty cool regardless. I gotta point this out. 100 wins for G's, but then we got Cheap Tier rocking 6-7 and KCH with 69. XD. Maybe we'll get some more funny numbers later. Livy, 1 loss away from being on 69. It be like that sometimes, Everyone's coming along. Getting kind of close here in the standings. Gonna love to see it. Alright. But for now, I think that is a good stopping point for the stream. Gonna go ahead and call it there. Been live for quite a while. But yeah. Good night. Yeah, see you around, Freeze. So for my YouTube viewers and for the YouTube bot in general, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Just let me know what type of content, if you like this type of stuff, be sure to check it out more often. And the YouTube VOD should end about here. And to the Twitch itself, let's go find someone to raid. Let's see here. Who is online that we can raid? I will laugh if Box is online. We could hit him with it on the jump scare. Alright, they are not, unfortunately. It's all good. Let's go find someone to raid out to. I think here. Who is online that we can raid into? We can raid into. We could probably try and raid into. Okay, I'm done. Let's get there. Alright, if it doesn't work, it is what it is. Alright. This. So, Tai is currently playing Silk Song. They're a VTuber that I enjoy. They're fellow Mahjong players. Fun stuff. Go check her out, guys. She's cool. We always like raiding out, checking out other people. Be cooking. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Nice little EGP race. Hopefully the VOD is somewhat watchable and people will have fun tuning in. I still have to work on my commentary skills. Still not 100% sure on how I want that to play out. We'll figure it out. But yeah.